is a story of the descendants of Abraham. Abraham was the father of faith, but he was also very old, and so was his wife Sarah. Through their whole life, they were never able to have children, though they always wanted one. So God promised them that even in their old age that they would bear a son. And because they believed in God, they actually bore a son named Isaac, whom they loved very much. Abraham was told by God that he had to sacrifice his son Isaac. And though he was very confused why God would ask him to do such a thing, he still took Isaac up to Mount Moriah to sacrifice him. And while Abraham was about to kill his son, an angel sent from heaven stopped him and told him to sacrifice the ram in the bush instead. So Isaac was able to grow up normally and even marry Rebekah. And they had 2 sons named Jacob and Esau. Esau was the older brother and Jacob was the younger brother. Esau was very strong and Jacob was the caring one. So Esau was the one who would go hunting. So when Esau came home from hunting one day, he was very tired and Jacob was cooking stew. So Esau asked Jacob to prepare him a bowl, and Jacob took this opportunity to trick Esau into giving up his birthright. So he told Esau that if you want a bowl of stew, you have to give me your birthright. And Esau, not thinking clearly, gave up his birthright for a bowl of stew. So after that, Jacob even tricked his own father into giving him Esau's blessing. And when Esau found this out, he was very upset and said that he wanted to kill his own brother for doing all these evil things to him. So his mother Rebekah warned Jacob and told him to run away in fear of her son getting killed by her other son. So when Jacob ran away, he married Rachel and had 12 sons, and he favored Joseph the most. But Joseph was also the youngest one, so he was less capable of doing things compared to his older brother. So Joseph had the gift of foresight in his dreams. So when he had a dream about his brothers bowing down to him, the brothers were very angry and disliked Joseph even more. So through their anger, they sold off Joseph to an Egyptian to serve as an Egypt slave. And they even tricked their father by bringing home Joseph's cloak and saying that Joseph was killed. So because God was on Joseph's side, Joseph was favored by Pharaoh and even became Pharaoh's personal servant. But Pharaoh's wife was very evil and even framed Joseph for doing something illegal. So then Pharaoh believed his wife and dumped Joseph in the dungeon. But after that, Joseph started having these rumors that he could read dreams. And at the same time, Pharaoh was having weird dreams, but he couldn't decipher what they meant. So he went to Joseph, and Joseph told him that those dreams meant that they would have 7 years of great fortune and 7 years of great famine. And he advised that Pharaoh should store up all the goods and so that they could distribute them among the people so that they could survive the famine. And so Pharaoh entrusted this job into Joseph. So Joseph became very high-ranking in Pharaoh's palace. So the 7 years passed, so the great famine came. And during the famine, Joseph's brothers came to ask for food. Of course, Joseph recognized his own brothers very quickly, and they didn't recognize him at all. So when Joseph revealed himself to them, they went down on his knees, just like his dream at the beginning, and begged for forgiveness. And because Joseph had a very caring heart, he forgave them, and because of this, the descendants of Abraham grew until Jesus, who died on the cross for us. And I got all this information from the Holy Bible.